Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Mayta What Ifs. Today, I am back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Left Behind by His Family and Became a Civilian Council Member? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. The reason for making this is because, well, I wanted to make a civilian Naruto story, but I ended up making it to a movie and quite an interesting one as well. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. The reason I'm making this is because I have never done something like this before, as well as I was reading a political book, so I thought, why not do it? A political fiction book. So yeah. Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this one, and also make sure you check out the story on Apollo Uchiha channel as well. And down in the link down in the description will be a link to another channel. It's my little bro's channel. He's the one whose gameplay I usually use here, and now he's working on his own channel as well. It's called Itzy. So yeah, if you enjoy Genshin Impact as well as games certain to that, like anime gacha style games, you can go and check it out as well, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to him as well. Give him some love as well from Mayta as well as Apollo Army. Anyways, moving onwards, make sure you give this video 20 likes for the next video to be uploaded. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, one day after the QB attack, as we go towards the said village to see that smoke was rising from different parts of the village. Debris were everywhere, and the crying sounds of children as well as of women could be heard throughout the whole village. The men were yelling at one another alongside the konoichis and shinobis who were trying their best to assist the civilians who were in agony and pain and traumatized because of the yesterday night's attack. Yesterday night was supposed to be a peaceful night like any other, until it turned out to be one of the most catastrophic ones when the Kyubi no Yoko descended upon them out of nowhere and almost finished their whole village and civilization. If it wasn't for their current Hokage Minato Namikaze and the previous one, the third Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi, they surely would have perished. But thankfully enough, Minato and his hard work and quick thinking was able to save them. Right now, the shinobis were assisting those who were buried under the rubble and trying to clear out the debris and get the help to the needy as much as possible. As we go towards the hospital room exclusive for the Hokage, where we see Minato Namikaze looking at the village, glancing through the window, with his eyes narrowed and a frown on his face. As there was a knock on the door, come in, as there were two people who came inside as the door opened. Minato, Hiruzen-sama, said Minato, not turning back. It's all my fault. This happened because of me, and because of my... No, it's not. You mentioned something about a man behind this, right? Yes. As Minato turned, his eyes narrowed. A masked person claiming to be Madara Uchiha. What? How can that be? Said Hiruzen, quite shocked. I told you what I saw and who I dealt with. He was using Sharingan, that much is for sure. But I am confident that Fugaku is not aware of this, neither is the Uchiha clan. That is that is quite, yes, a lot to take in, I know. What if it is Madara? Said the other person. It was Kakashi Hatake. What if he was able to survive the first and, you know, that is hardly possible. Even if he did, he would have been at least 100 or more so years old already. That is correct, what Hiruzen-sama is saying, but let's suppose that he was able to go through all that. The way he was fighting was no way that he was an old man. He has to be someone impersonating Madara Uchiha. Regardless, he did possess the Sharingan, who he used to control the Biju. Yes, if it wasn't for the new seal that we worked upon, this wouldn't have happened. How is Kushina doing? As the three eyes fell upon Kushina, who was laying on the bed with her eyes closed, with an IV connected to her arm. She's doing best as she can. Honestly, I'm just scared. Scared of what what might happen if he tries to come back or not. Well, I can appease your, well, stress there, Minato. As another voice said, as the neck snapped immediately and Kunai came out in a defensive position. Whoa, is that how you greet your sensei nowadays, huh, kid? Sensei, said Minato with wide eyes. How? I was nearby. I got notification by Gamabunta. He informed me, and I rushed back as soon as I could. I expected for the worst, but thank God, it's not worse enough. So, have you thought about what I mentioned before I left? As Minato frowned again. What? What are you talking about? Said Hiruzen. Yeah, Sensei, what is it? It's. As Kushina then stood up and said, it's about the prophecy, isn't it? Kushina, you should remain light. And rest. No, I can't rest. You know that. You're exhausted. Look at yourself, you're pale. So what if I am? Look, we have to protect our kids. The best way we can do is that. How are we gonna do that? Menma is the Jinchuriki and Naruto, he is not. Perfect. Then we can go along with Jiraiya's plan as you mentioned. Wait, what? Said Jiraiya as Minato's eyes widened. Wait, what do you mean by that? We leave with the child who is the Jinchuriki, Minato. Because he has the more probability of being the child of prophecy. I thought about it hard, and I think I know and have cracked the prophecy. So you have similar thought as I, said Minato. Wait, whoa, stop right there, you two, said Jiraiya. I did not say that the child of prophecy will be the one with the Kyuubi in it. I said that he will change the whole elemental nation by being all wise and all knowing, as well as with a great power. Yes, Kyuubi is a great power, and if Menma is able to befriend the Kyuubi, think about it. Everything is going to make sense now. No wonder it played out like this. It has to be Menma sensei. Listen, kid, I'm not sure. I mean, give the poor kid a chance. No, we have to keep him safe, said Kushina as she was traumatized. He has to remain here, hidden. No, nobody can know this. We have to focus on Menma, remember? And if we take him with us, then there is a high probability that he too will be targeted. I don't want to lose my son, Minato. Either one of them. As now we see, Hiruzen then said, listen, Kushina, I know what happened is quite a lot for you to take in within a single night. You might have lost your best friends as well as a lot of people you know, and you might blame yourself. Blame myself? Of course I do. I was the Jinchuriki and I was careless. I should have known better. We should have done better. It's not your fault, Kushina. No, Minato, it is our fault. And I'm gonna make this right for everyone. Naruto needs to be safe, and he needs to be remain hidden. Menma, he needs to be trained. He is to be the child of prophecy. And once we return, everything will be okay. Everything. Naruto will have no choice but to listen to us after we explain everything to him. Are you sure about this, Kushina? Said Minato. Yes. Wait, can I say something? Said Hiruzen. This is an idiotic idea, Kushina. I know you're traumatized and are having PTSDs, but you're going to end up neglecting him and regretting this idea. Listen, I know a lot of women who have done this in the past and they have suffered greatly. Not physically, if emotionally. The child comes to hate his own parents. Think about that. You want that for yourself? We have to, even if he hates me, but able to live happy life. That is all I care about. That is all I care about. As Kakashi then said, Sensei, please, do something about this. Kushina has a point here. I must agree to it. We need to keep our children safe, even if it means it is to be separated. And besides, Menma needs to be properly trained. This is the first time that an infant has been made into a Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko. You got a point there. Listen, who's gonna be Hokage if both of you leave now? You. What? But I'm retired, Minato. I pass on the hat to you. I'm going to be passing that hat to you for the time being. I don't know how long it will take. Years, maybe? But I will return. I promise you this much. And besides, we need to stay hidden. Making sure that the target that person has painted on the back of our children is erased. Naruto will be in the orphanage, living under the name of Uzumaki. Minato. But that would mean that you are kicking him out of the clan, both the Uzumaki as well as the Namikaze clan. Ito-sama will not be happy. We have to use some advantage on this situation, and this is the only way I could think of something. Besides, nothing will go wrong. It can't go wrong. As Shira finally then spoke, you have made up your mind? Yes. You do know that this is a messed up idea, right? Then I don't condone this. No, we know this, that you don't condone this, but there's no other choice. There's always a choice, kid. But remember, this is something that you're choosing, because we're not burdening you. I'm not burdening you. I have already burdened you enough with the prophecy as it is, I can see that. You haven't. Sensei, not in a single bit. Fine, we can. Right, you're agreeing to this. I have no other choice, Sensei. I'm the one who's partially responsible for this. And I'm gonna make sure we see the end of this today. Make sure Naruto is safe. Meanwhile, I owe a lot to that kid now. A lot of it. Something I can't even said Jiraiya with guilt in his eyes. As now we see Jiraiya, Minato, Kushina, and Menma on the same night departed, while the whole village was shocked. As now we see, Danzo and the elders noticed something. Hiruzen was wearing the Hokage hat, and he was holding on to a child. As now we go towards the council chamber as a council meeting was called immediately. As as soon as Hiruzen arrived, he sat down. This meeting's in session. As one of civilian council representative, Mabuki Haruno then stood up. Kage-sama, with all due respect, I wish to ask, why did Minato and Kushina leave one of their children behind? That you held while they were departing. So you are already aware. He said, looking towards Danzo, who looked away. The thing is that Minato and Kushina are going through a lot. They are traumatized with the PTSDs of what has happened on the night that was supposed to be the most wonderful night of their life. And they think that they are the responsible for all this that has happened. And because of that, they are pushing their own son away by punishing them. They want to keep that poor boy safe since he is, well, a normal child, as one would expect, while the other one, who is a Jinchuriki, is taken by them to make sure that he's properly trained as well as he is, well, not going berserk or whatnot, since it's for the first time that an infant child has been made into a Jinchuriki. As everyone looked down in sadness, they're going through a lot, huh? What about the child that they left? What's its name? His name is Naruto Uzumaki. Why not Namikaze? Minato, in a fit of hurry as well as being scared, has done something. He has taken the clan name away from him. But that means that he basically kicked out the child. They are not in a good state of mind. They think they're doing the right thing for both of their kids because of a prophecy that my student gave them. And my student now sees the results of what he has done, and he feels immense guilt. We, the civilian council, will watch over them. We have lost enough already. And we're gonna be with our Kage, who has saved us and given us a chance. Wait, I have a question. And you allowed this to happen, Hiruzen, taking the Jinchuriki away and all that. I don't trust your words. What? Said Hiruzen, looking towards Danzo. This child has to be a Jinchuriki. Fine. Bring out your own doctor. I will. And Danzo summoned his doctor within an hour as Kakashi arrived with the child. As the doctor conducted the test, he then said, all I see is he's a healthy, normal baby boy. With the only problem being that his chakra coil is somewhat weakened. Weakened in such a manner that due to exposure to QB, and that is why he has those whisker marks as well. Aside from that, nothing. He doesn't possess any ounce of QB's chakra. You allowed them to take away the Jinchuriki from our village? What have you done, Hiruzen? Are you insane? We have lost our trump card. Trump card? Are you insane? What has happened last night here? Or 2 nights ago? You've forgotten about that, Danzo. We almost perished. And this is the one thing you're worried about? As the civilian council frowned at Danzo, as Danzo realized the mistake that he has done by saying this. He has lost a trust in the civilian council completely, and the elders were now on their own. "You don't need to worry about anything, Okage-sama," said all the civilian council members, glaring daggers at the elders. "We now realize the mistake we too were about to commit, like Danzo-san over here. We will make sure that the child is safe. I personally will make sure, since I owe it to Minato and Kushina." As now we see, time began to pass by as Mibuki Haruno then brought a child back to her home. Her home where she and her husband, who has perished in the attack, resided. And now she was alone with her daughter, Sakura Haruno. "Well, I guess both of you will watch over one another." And so, like a mother she was, with a great heart that was woven with sorrow, began to raise both Naruto as well as Sakura. And time passed by as now we see both of the kids reach at the age of 6 and were sent to the playground area where both Naruto as well as Sakura were sent to play. As Naruto was reading as usual a book because like his mother who read a lot of books about politics and whatnot, Naruto was also interested in the topic, and so he was reading one of the books. As suddenly a pup arrived and was now in his lap. "Ah, Akamaru, you're here." As the pup yipped again, as that is when we see a small Kiba arrive there. "Oi, Naruto, you're always on that book. Come on and play with us again." As Akamaru also wagged his tail, agreeing to this. "Oh, Kiba, you're here as well. Not only me, I'm also here." As Naruto looked to his left side to see that a person with a pineapple-like hairstyle was laying down there, and a person was seated next to him, watching him with a smile. A chubby boy. "Choji, Shikamaru, what the hell? How long have you been here?" "For almost an hour, Naruto. And to be honest, it was peaceful until Kiba and his mutt arrived." As Kiba then said, "What did you say, Nara? You wanna go?" "No, to be honest, I just want to be a cloud. But my troublesome of a mom, if I stay laying around, will kill me, literally. Why did that old bastard of a man married her and had me? I could have been a cloud, a rock even. Jeez, that's some next level motivation you have there, Shikamaru." "Yeah, you better tell them, Naruto. All of you are a lazy bunch," said one girl who arrived there with the blonde hair and teal green eyes. Ino Yamanaka. Jeez, troublesome woman. Talking about them, there's one of them. "What did you say?" Calm down, everyone. We can sort this out, okay? So, where is Sakura? Where is she? I thought she was with you. "Oh, she and Hinata are over there, playing together. I was just getting curious what you guys were talking about. She is poking around in our business. See, Naruto, I told you," said Kiba, as he was bonked on the head. As that is when a kid who was almost like a ghost-like presence then spoke. "Ino-san, that is not great, hitting the others. You know that, right?" "Shino!" Immediately Kiba jumped and was now in the arms of Ino herself. "What are you doing here?" "I was always amongst you. Should I not be here? Am I not considered a part of this group?" "No, Shino, of course you are. Like the rest of us," said Naruto. As that is when we see both of the other girls that arrived there. "Naruto, what is going on here? Why are you guys all gathered up and huddled up? And we were playing around. Have you forgotten about that?" As Naruto then said, "Oh, hey Sakura, hey Hinata, what are what are you guys doing up to now?" "Nothing. We were just playing around with our stuff over there." Yes, we were. Good to know. Good to know." And now we see another pair of two siblings arrive there. "Hello, my name is Itachi Uchiha, and I was hoping if you would like to, play with my little brother over here. His name is Sasuke." As that is the first time they met with Sasuke, as Naruto then said, "Of course, come on in, Sasuke. My name is Naruto, and this is Sakura, my sister." As Naruto introduced everyone one by one. My name is Sasuke, and I like tomatoes, cherry tomatoes to be exact, since they're sweet. And I like ninjutsu as well, especially futon." "Really now? That is amazing. As after that, we see they begin to play and get along. As Itachi noticed that all of them were playing except for one, as in his lap was resting a small pup as well. It was Naruto, who was sitting there and just reading a book. A book that Itachi found quite interesting. It was about politics, as well as battle strategies. That is one interesting book you're reading. Naruto, was it? Yes, Itachi, right? Itachi Nissan. Nissan, of course. You're an elder sibling of my friend, Sasuke, right? Of course. I see. Why are you not playing with them? To be honest, if I try to, I might, get tired easily. And that is why I just, sit here and read books while they play. Is that so? But why this one? I'm just interested. I look up to my mother, Mibuki Haruno. Remember? Civilian council member. Yeah, yeah, I know about her. My father and is also part of the Shinobi Council. Fugaku Uchiha. You're the clan head's child, right? Yes. Well, Hinata's father is also a clan head from Hyuga clan, obviously. And same could be said for Kiba's mom and Shikamaru's dad and Choji's dad. Wow. I know a lot of clan heads kids now that I think about it. I see. So you were not even aware that you were friends with them. Nah, I didn't ever thought about that. They were just no kind enough to be friends with me. Is that so? Well, I would be certainly grateful if Sasuke had a friend like you. He already has. Is that so? So, are you interested in Shogi Naruto? Yeah, I do. I am interested. But why you ask? Well, you can come to Sasuke and we can have a match. Even my father can. I see. Well, I'll make sure I visit. And so now we see Naruto and Sakura return back at home. Kachan were home. Geez, Naruto, you were talking to that guy over there. Sasuke's brother, right? Yeah. You didn't even play with us again. I am gonna tell Kachan that all you do is read books. Hey, I enjoy reading books, Sakura. Not like it's a bad habit. Of course, it is in Naruto, but the books you read, son, are quite complex. I was thinking about along the lines maybe fictional books or just some other books, not the politics or warfare tactics. It's kind of good, and it keeps my brain going. I guess I don't know. Am I weird? Weird. You are Naruto. As Mabuki then said, no, son, you're not weird at all. If anything, you're just a gifted child. I see. Thanks, Kachan. And besides, I prepared red rice for you as well as some katsu. So sit in and enjoy. As Naruto as well as Sakura then went and settled down there and began to enjoy their food, as Mibuki was watching over them. And so a week passed as Naruto was now called on his usual meeting to meet with Sasuke. Naruto, you're here, said Sasuke as he and Itachi went to pick Naruto up at the gates. And so Naruto went inside to the main clan compound, where he greeted both Mikoto Uchiha as well as Fugaku. As Naruto was seated as the shogi table was set, and in front of him instead of Itachi or Sasuke was Fugaku himself. I heard you're quite good at shogi. Yes, sir. No need to be so tense. Not like I'm going to hurt you, child. Let's just play and see. I'll take the white one, you take the black one. And so the pieces begin to set and fall. And within mere 5 minutes, Fugaku was staring hard at the shogi board. Again. As it was the victory of Naruto, and again it continued on for almost 2 hours. As Fugaku was impressed. You have great tactics. How are you doing this? Some of the techniques are quite impressive. Something that one should say that are quite beginner moves. Well, I I studied shogi and I found out that the beginner moves are actually quite good if you want to go, hard. And it could be a trap to set up for the enemy easily. That is quite interesting. Hmm. I heard from Itachi you also study politics. I have a question. Suppose there is a man who is kind of juggling between his clan and the place he is loyal to, in which his clan resides. And some of the people of the clan are adamant that they are not being given enough credit and are being framed for something, a catastrophe that happened a few years ago, let's just say. And the man is quite now burdened with the task of making his clan happy, as well as making sure that the civil war doesn't break out. How does one avoid both? Well, all I can say is this: you can have be a you can be a mediator and make sure that both parties sit together and try to come up with reasons to make sure that it ends peacefully, and the misunderstandings that both sides have might clear up. Misunderstandings, but I didn't say there were any. Of course you think that, but obviously this problem arises because there is a misunderstanding or miscommunication going around between the two parties, and you might say that this person who is juggling in between might act as a mediator who will make sure that both sides remain in control in front of one another and a peaceful solution can come out of it. So that's it. Just sit down and talk. Yes, that is the most obvious as well as peaceful solution out there. I mean, obviously, there doesn't have to be anyone who dies. There are obviously some bad peas in the pod, but we don't throw out the whole pod, right? Yes, we don't. Hmm. This answer has given me a lot to think about. And it was right, Naruto, to bring you here. Itachi was right. You are welcome here, and we are now considering you a friend of the main clan. And once everything's settled, you will be a prominent honorary member of the Uchiha clan. It's a great honor, but sir, I thought that this was a hypothetical question. It is, for the time being. And so Itachi followed suit, as in the next council meeting we see. As Mibuki was present, Fugaku Uchiha stood up and said, Fukage-sama. Yes, Fugaku? Is it about your clan again not getting recognition? Then I'm telling you, we're not blaming you at all, or your clan. Minato's wish was that not to blame the Uchiha clan. It's not about that. It's about this. I had a talk with Naruto Uzumaki, the child who was living with the civilian council member Haruno-san, and he might have given me a way for this matter to be resolved. I wish for you and some representative from the council side come to the Uchiha clan compound or at a ground in which I can bring on the Uchiha clan members who are, you know, saying these things, and I can act as a mediator and we can settle things peacefully. Hmm. Did not young boy Naruto said that? Yes. Impressive. We never thought of sitting back and, doing this, even if it was right there. I agree to this. Me, as well as Koharu and Homura, and some of the civilian members will come, and you can be the shinobi representative, as well as the Uchiha clan representative. Alright, that is doable. And so the Uchiha shrine was picked, as there, within the next week, a meeting was set. As Fugaku sat there, as on one side was, well, Hiruzen, and on the other side was the elders of the Uchiha clan. But it turned out to be the worst decision because they were just blaming one another. As Fugaku then said, Itachi, go and call Naruto here. Father, he was just a child. It wasn't his fault. No. I think he will be the one to bring some solution out of this. And so, Naruto was brought there. Nice to meet you, Uchiha elders, as well as the esteemed council members. As Mibuki was proud to see Naruto there. As Naruto then said, what can I help you with? Naruto? I want you to listen to the both sides of story. Remember that I told you the story about a hypothetical question? But it turns out it is a reality now, my boy. And we need to communicate here while putting aside our ego. As the Uchiha elders then begin, because Naruto wanted to listen to their side first, we have been orchestrized, pushed back, and the civilian clan hate us. Civilians hate us. Why? Because they think we are the one involved. While on the other side, we are not the one who are involved in any of this. We know that we might produce some traitors, but we would never try to harm this village. As on the other side, then Naruto listened to the story of Hiruzen. And I'm saying this again and again that we don't blame you. Even if some people say that, we are trying to find out who they are and get to the end of this matter. How can we be so sure that you are or not? As Naruto then said, so this is a matter of trust or distrust, right? Not about miscommunication at all. As both of them nodded and agreed, you can have a legal document signed here that the Uchiha clan is loyal, and on the other side, you can also have a document from the village itself that the village doesn't frame the Uchiha clan for what has happened and make it public so that the civilians, well, can be at rest. Because of this, the unrest between the civilians and the shinobi clan, Uchiha clan, that is facing will go away slowly. It might take some time, not immediately, but it will bear some fruit. And on the other side, I request the Uchiha clan members to tone down on their bit of pride. I mean, are you insulting us? No, not one bit, sir. It's just to make your image more valuable as well as look good. You have to do this tactic. You have to influence them that you are the ones that they need to rely upon. And in this way, your clan will become more influential and people will tend to you more. As the elder then rubbed their chin, think about it. In the past, this was working, right? The Uchihas were regarded as one of the best clans, not only in Konoha but in the rest of the other world, as well as by the land of our daimyo itself. You are correct. That is, when we were kids. How are you aware of that? I read about histories of clan and about Konoha's history and of the elemental nation. Actually, I am reading currently. I know from there. As Naruto was quite nervous. As now we see, the Uchiha clan elders agreed to this, and the legal document was signed. And soon enough, they begin to listen to Naruto's words, and soon, within a few months, the rumors begin to die down, and the Uchiha clan was now back to its former glory, both in reputation as well as in honor. As we go towards Fugaku, as we see, he has called for Naruto once more. Sorry about Fugaku-sama, what I did back there. I I did not knew that it was such a serious matter. All I thought was this was the obvious answer to that question. No, Naruto. What you said was quite an amazing answer. This was the most obvious answer you could have given us, and the most obvious solution we could have think up of. But we deep down knew that this would never work. Not until the solution you came up with. I knew only you could come up with this because of your mind working differently. We needed a different angle, and you were that. Because all we were thinking from the shinobi side. Who knows that if insulted, there is only war. I see. As after that, Fugaku thanked him and paid him quite well, but Naruto rejected the payment. Why are you not taking this? Is it not enough? No, it's more than enough. It's just, what am I gonna do with all of this? And besides, I was helping out a family friend. That's all I can say. As Sasuke and Itachi were listening from the other side, saw their father smile. To be honest, I am quite jealous. Jealous that you are not one of ours, or mine. But I am proud to say that you are now an honorary member of the Uchiha clan. The whole clan sees you in a new light, especially the people who didn't want any conflict, alongside those who have changed for the better. Thank you, Naruto. As Fugaku bowed, no need to bow in front of me, Fugaku-sama. No, you don't realize. You have stopped a chaos from brewing. As on the other side we see, deep hidden within Konoha in a lair, one man was pissed so much that he was smashing his things. Damn it! I was working on it for years to no end, destroying the reputation of the Uchiha clan. Now there is no way I will be able to get those eyes. The eyes that controls the Kyuubi. Damn it all. This boy, Naruto Uzumaki, he needs to be wiped out clean. And that is when we see Danzo begin to hire a few of the assassins to do that. Most of them came almost close to do that, but unbeknownst to him or the assassins, he was being protected by the Uchiha clan and some of the Anbus by Hiruzen. And so, they captured them and traced it back all the way to Danzo, as Mibuki was pissed at calling for its execution. And the secrets of Danzo was revealed by the civilian council itself because they were the one, this time around, who were being targeted, especially their representative, as the civilians were not happy at all. And now Danzo, who once sought out their respect and admiration, were now called out for its execution. And soon it was his execution day. As after that we see Time began to pass by as Naruto was quite sad now that each and every one of his friends, even his own sister, like figure Sakura, was going to the academy while Naruto was staying at home. As one night, Mibuki, after returning, then said, Naruto, my son, are you okay? You're always in a book or something. I'm fine. Why you ask, Kajan? I know you're not. Your expression, they tell too much, my child. I see. Well, I am, to be honest, quite sad that I can't join the Shinobi Academy because of my weakened chakra coils. But, it's kind of sad that I don't have any friend to talk to. As much as I love reading books, but they don't talk back to me. In their own way, they do, but they don't talk to me like my friends did. And yeah, it kind of hurts that now I'm alone on my own. How about this? How about you become my apprentice and help me out with the civilian council member? Can I? Yes, of course you can. And so, Mibuki from that day took in Naruto as her apprentice and began to train. And soon the fruits began to bear itself because a lot of things came to light and quite helpful things were happening to civilian as well as clan as well as both the shinobi clans and even to both Konoha itself. It was progressing at a greater pace. Naruto, thanks to his studying habit, was able to brought out a lot of techniques that were being used and were unaware of by in Konoha to make the methods of development effective, both in the academy sector as well as in the shinobi and civilian sectors. And in this way, Konoha was becoming self-sufficient and reliant on its own. And as time passed, Naruto at the age of 13 was now a quite known and prominent figure, so much so that his rumors that he was quite a great mind spread out to even the daimyo of Land of Fire. As one day, while Naruto was helping out the part of civilians in field, we see that he was called to the Hokage office. As soon as Naruto arrived there, he then said, Hokage-sama, it's me, can I come in? Of course, Naruto, my boy. You're always welcome, said Hiruzen with a prideful cheer and glee in his voice. As Naruto entered inside, only to find Daimyo of the Land of Fire seated there. Daimyo-sama, I did not know you were here. Well, my dear boy, I must say that I honestly am surprised that such a young man at your age is capable of doing all of this. I'm humbled by this, but the the thing is that all I'm trying to do is just help out my people the best I can. Sooner or later, you, my dear boy, are gonna push me out of the hold that I have on Konoha. But that is something that I don't need to discuss here. The thing is that I am quite interested in hiring your services to do an audit. You can do that, right? Yes, I know what it is. But what do you need an audit report for? I think some of my ministers are doing some corruption, and I need answers for that. Obviously, they are not gonna give me if I come up straight to them. So, that is where you will come into play, my dear boy. Alright, my lord, I will do my best. Do this, and Konoha will become self reliant. Fail to do this, then you will be sent back, and Konoha, as usual, will serve under me. Is that agreeable, Hiruzen? Said Daimyo with a smirk on his face, as Hiruzen then said, Of course, with a confident gleam in his tone. I trust in Naruto. The whole Konoha does. He is the pride of our village. And so Naruto, with quite a heavy burden on his shoulders, bid farewell to his mother and his sister. You really have to go? Yeah, and besides, you're a genin now. And with Sasuke-kun nonetheless. So make sure do your best, Sakura. Of course I will, you idiot, but you're going far away. I'm gonna miss you. Me too, sis. Just make sure you know, bag him. Is that what they say? As Naruto was bonked on the head, as Sakura was blushing, as Mibuki laughed, as Mibuki then hugged her son. Once you return, we will have a talk, my dear boy. An important one. As Sakura realized what it was about, as Naruto then said, Kacha, what is it? You can tell me now. No, son. Only once you return, I can tell you this. It's quite serious. But you need to focus up right now. And focus there. Not on this one. It's not that important anyway. Just something serious that we need to discuss. What is it about? It's about your marriage, obviously, you silly goose. As Naruto face faulted, Kachan. As after that we see Naruto with a heavy blush then left. As soon as he did with the daimyo and his entourage, we see that Mibuki had a frown on her face. You lied to him, didn't you, Kachan? Yes. What is it it's about? It's about dad? His parents? Yes, Sakura. Soon they're going to return with his brother. Within a few months. Jiraiya-sama's letter came, and he's saying that Menma-kun is quite ready. He has been able to make a bond with the QB of some sort. But it doesn't make any sense. You raised Naruto as your own son, and he's a brother to me. He doesn't have to go to them, does he? That's up to Naruto to decide. You think he will? I don't know. I think he will come to hate me for hiding this from him. As now we see, time began to pass by as Naruto did what he was told to do. Staying there a month, within a month, Naruto was able to talk with a lot of ministers and take in a lot of knowledge as well as sacred documents that were kept while reading throughout their libraries. Within some books, he found a lot of documents, and the day of final audit came. Daimyo surprised him by doing an audit of himself, and turns out his own auditor as well as one or two ministers were the one behind all of this, and the three were captured immediately. As Naruto then said, "My lord, um, this is the real audit, and the things that I found are, well, quite surprising. Those were the things that my people found, and you, my boy, found them quite evidently. And the reports that you have presented are 100% authentic because one of my own assassins was always on you to make sure that others don't influence you. I'm quite surprised they offered you a huge sum of money and you didn't say a word. I needed concrete evidence, as you said, while doing this audit. I have done it, and I'm quite happy to say this. There are two good things that come out. Those who were traitors were found out, and another thing. What? There are actually a few resources that they have kept hidden that can now be at your disposal, my lord. There is a diamond mine nearby that was under this minister that has been captured, and he has been extorting it. What? Nobody told me of this. And that mine can, from you can expect at least up to 2 to 3 million Ryu each month from the extraction alone, with safely basis. A lot of more opportunities for work as well. That is quite right. The profits, are you saying with the after all the things, the payments? Yes, yes, my lord. After everything. That is great. Thank you, Naruto. As after that, a party for Naruto was held, and not only that, he was regarded and met with a lot of people there. People that arrived from other villages as well, and they were quite happy to hear what Naruto was able to do. And to be honest, quite interested if Naruto would do the same for their companies and whatnot. Naruto was getting a lot of work from there. As Daimyo then said, Naruto, my boy, come over here. Meet the daimyos from other nations as well. As Naruto greeted them respectfully. And the land of our daimyo boasted about Naruto. But the only bad thing about this is that Naruto must leave because he has just, made his village self-reliant. Self-reliant? Are you okay, Lord of Fire? Lord of Fire. That is something that is in joke going on between us. So, what is it? You're giving away your best weapon just because of a child? A child who made it evident who the traitors were amongst me. And it has been fallen into the ears of the others that if they try to betray me, I have some trump cards in my sleeve that I can use to make sure that they don't. I want to test out what you did and see if there are others like what you have found in my village. As we look towards Naruto, once you are free, my dear boy, why don't you contact us? We can have you there and we will look after you for the timing until you come up with our audit as you did here. I I I think I will. Try my best. I'll think about it. Right now all I need to do is just go home and beat my mother. Of course, yes. You're still a young man, obviously. As after that we see, in that party Naruto was rewarded heavily with a villa that was gifted to him by the Land of Fire, Daimyo himself, alongside his own set of wealth and a status within. He was now a lord himself, a rank three times below the daimyo himself, with his own part of the land of fire that he needs to watch over. As Naruto was quite surprised by this, but realized what the daimyo did. I think you might have realized what I did right there. You made me a integral part of your land of fire. In this way, even if I am, you know, a part of Konoha, I have duties here as well. People like you needs to be kept close, Naruto. Someone who are trusted and relied upon, and could be trusted. And I have now placed some trust in you, my dear boy. Make sure that it's never broken. I'll make sure, sir. Good, good. Now enjoy the party. It is for you, after all. And so Naruto did. As soon as he returned, though, he was now within the council in front of the fourth Hokage, as well as his wife, and Jiraiya. And they, to be honest, were quite shocked to meet him. Uh, where is Hiruzen-sama? What do you mean, Naruto? Are you not happy to see us? No, I am, Hokage-sama. Why wouldn't I be? It's just, I was quite shocked, that's all. Oh, is that so? As that is when we see a carbon copy of Naruto with red hair was standing in front of him. Hey, bro. Nice to meet you finally. Wow, you and I really do look alike. The only difference being the hair color, but yeah, even the hairstyle is the same. Whoa, how is this possible? As Mibuki then arrived there with Hiruzen, Naruto, Kajan, as Kushina as well as Minato's smile fell. What? What do you mean? Kajan. Uh, she's my mother who raised me? You did, Mibuki-chan? Yes, I did. It's just the Hokage-sama told us not to reveal the whole truth to him. And, wait, what? That is what I wanted to tell you, Naruto. But the time you took you away, I wanted to tell you that I was your adopted mother, and Sakura is your adopted sister. I adopted you from the orphanage because I knew you would need nourishment in a family that an orphanage cannot give you. And because of the reveal that you had weakened chakra coils, I couldn't leave you there. You could have told me that before. I know you hate me now, but what I did was out of love. I couldn't just leave you like there. I... To me, you're same to me as Sakura is, Naruto. As Naruto went and gave her a hug, no need to cry. I don't hate you. Not one bit. But why did you guys leave me here, then in the orphanage? You do know that that means that you kicked me out of the clan. Why? It's because of my chakra coils? No, it's to keep you safe. Yeah, that is what they told me, and they told me that it's because, well, they couldn't watch over the two of us because I had the QB at the time sealed within me, and now we're friends though. He's not sealed, but he's gonna remain with me. Isn't that right, Kurama? Ah, that old sly fox is resting. It's quite weird when I talk to myself, isn't it? Said Menma. Well, the thing is that the training has proven fruitful. Now there's nothing to worry about, and we can be a family again. I'm I'm sorry to say this, but I guess I can't. What? Said Menma, as well as both Minato and Kushina, as they were confused. Look, I I get it that you expected me to come back and all that, but I have no responsibilities now. And and I have a lot of jobs that I need to do. So I'll be moving to the land of fire. What? What do you mean? I've been given a piece of my own land to manage, and I am a lord there now. And I was hoping to bring my family there. And I guess you will come with me, right, mother? Said Naruto, turning towards Mabuki. She's not your mother. She is, said Naruto to Kushina. She raised me. Whoa, Naruto, calm down. She is our mother as well. I mean, this one may raised you, but she's the one who gave birth to you. I am your brother. Older brother. That may be true, but listen, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I don't think I'm a perfect fit for you or your family. And this is all too much for me. As Naruto then left, quite shocked and scared. As now we see, Naruto arrived back at his home, the home he was raised in, as Sakura was standing there, alongside with Ino and other friends. Did you found out? Did you find out, Naruto? Said Sakura. Yeah. Should I call you now Sakura-san or no? Never. You're not a stranger, Naruto. You're my brother. You're our friend, Naruto. If you need any help, we're here for you. As Hinata grabbed Naruto's hand and squeezed it a bit. Of course we are. Thank you guys. It's too much for me and I'm quite confused what to do and what not to. Everything will make sense. But right now, just focus on the work you have. Said Shikamaru. I know I'm the most laziest one and the least one you expect these things from, but this is the obvious solution. You your mind is just overwhelmed by all the responsibility and all the secret that is revealed on you. Take my advice, take a vacation away from Konoha, from every one of us. Because as much as you remain here, it will only get complicated. And you can't think with a straight head. I know that much about you, Naruto. Leave it to Anara to figure out a weakness. Yeah, obviously. Thanks, Shikamaru. Now I know what I need to do. You're going to leave. Again? You just arrived, Naruto. I have to. Sakura. I have to go there. That's the only way. And so now we see Naruto packed his stuff, and without saying goodbye to anyone, he said goodbye to his friends and Sakura, and left a letter for both his real family and for his mother, and left for Land of Fire for a new life. He might have won over Konoha and make it self-sufficient, but now he needed to be away from it because things got complicated and he couldn't breathe in there for some reason. He felt trapped. And time began to pass by. No contact was made between Naruto and Konoha within his real family or his adopted one, as 2 years went by as such. As Naruto had made a lot of influence across the whole elemental nation, making even villages like Iwa quite pleased with him and respect him to some extent. Same could be said for Kirigakure, who for the most out of all the nation leveling Konoha respected him because Naruto helped it out so much so now it was a self-sufficient and reliant village. And it didn't need it to depend on daimyos. The village was so much sufficient that they needed workers to come in and fill the jobs from the outer side. So much investment was placed there now by the daimyo and investors, and everything was going greatly and smoothly while Naruto was managing his territory and his section of the Land of Fire, and that already looked more beautiful than any other, and was now the center of attraction as well. So much so that Lord Naruto was respected in his sector and the whole elemental nation and especially in Land of Fire. Why? Because he was one of those ministers and lords who watched over his people a lot and made sure that they were the ones living the best as possible. And soon, within 2 years of hard work, Naruto made his area from slums into one of the most poshest and richest area possible. But he didn't remove the weak and all those who were in the slums. He made those people work hard and achieved from them and made them into one of the millionaires, one of the brightest minds there. And that is why he was respected the most there as well. Those people will die for him, kill for him, if he just wished for it. And even start a revolt, but Daimyo and Naruto both knew that he wouldn't do that alongside everyone because he wasn't a person like that to use and abuse power. And that is why now he was one of the most trusted people of Daimyo, to the point that he and the daimyo's daughter were now in an engaged relationship as well. Something that Hinata took a hit from, but that is when from Konoha her marriage proposal came, and turns out the daimyo was okay with that, and so Naruto was allowed to marry these two. The daimyo's wife was also happy with this outcome, as we see Naruto currently on a dinner date with their daughter, Naho, as she was 2 to 3 years younger than Naruto, but still was quite a genius mind in her own right. As right next to her was Hinata, as both of them were glaring daggers at one another. You know that I am to wed both of you, and I can't deny both of the sides as well. So why can't we get along? Hmm, we can try, I guess, since Naruto-kun says it. Of course we can. This isn't going anywhere. As Naruto then uplifted the mood by making sure they had the best of time and became friends instantly. And by the end, Naruto's plan worked. And so, in this way, he was not only able to, well, make the daimyo happy, but also, well, Hinata and her family. But one thing was still evident. His family wanted to meet with him now. And so, 15-year-old Naruto then arrived back in Konoha to meet with them. His head was clearer than ever before. He came there under disguise that he was there to meet Hinata, who was his bride to be. And then the first thing he did was meet with his mother, who slapped him. Why did you not contact us? You know how worried I was? I'm sorry, Kachan. I need to clear out my head. Now that it is, I know what I need to do. As now we see, Naruto then met with his other family and arranged a table for both his families, adopted as well as his blood related. Hey Naruto, said Enma. Look, I'm sorry. The first time we met I was just so excited to meet my own twin. I freaked out, okay? I might have overwhelmed you. No, it's fine, Manmani-san. And Ka-chan and To-chan. Wow, those are words I never thought I would say to someone else than, Ka-chan over here. Look, Naruto, I know I got jealous and I I'm here to listen to your side of the story. And so both Minato and Kushina, in their own tearful way, explained their side. Naruto, being the rational one, listened to it attentively, while on the other side he listened to Mibuki's side, which was quite obvious already. Listen, I know what you did was because of your haste and because you were scared. But in a way I am grateful that you did. What? What do you mean? Said Minato. We were horrible parents to you, Naruto. And I totally get it why you hate us, but I don't hate you. Look, at first I'm not gonna lie, I did, but when I had time to think about, when I found out and figured out what you went through at the time, I realized that your fear was quite evident. But I've never met that masked person of yours. We did, Naruto. As that is when we see Menma was taken over by the QB as his eyes turned red. Listen, child. I know it's not my place to speak. I would be the last person who you wish to speak of. Kurama-san, said everyone. The QB? Yes. Listen, the thing is that what they are saying is true. There was a person, and I was in a genjutsu. Now the Uchiha clan might not have been the one involved, but it was certainly a Sharingan that I was familiar with. It was Madara's. But I know it is hard to believe, but I am not lying. What do I get out of it? Nothing. I was the one who was manipulated into attacking you and your home. Look, after being freed, I could have escaped. The first thing I wanted to was escape. I didn't want it to harm anyone. I just wanted to get away, earn my freedom back. Freedom that was taken because of Madara Uchiha before. So you mean to say there is a masked person out there? Yes. And Naruto, there will be a fourth great shinobi war. What? But there is peace everywhere. Not between the villages, but my sensei states it's between a organization known as Akatsuki. They're just mercenaries who have been helping out the daimyos lately. No, their true goal has been found out by him. You narrowly escaped death from them, while in Amegakure. There's a daimyo summit coming up. As well as after that, it will be a Kage summit. And within there, they will make their move. And so Naruto attended both the Daimyo Summit as well as the Kage Summit. And as his father and Jiraiya predicted, there was a person who claimed to be Madara, and he did declare the war. As that is when the fourth great shinobi war was about to begin, and so it did. The civilians and Naruto evacuated, but Naruto realized that he needs to come up with a solution to this, because after learning about the true side of the plan, Naruto found a flaw. And so when he arrived there, it was already too late. Minato's elder son, and his older brother. Menma was able to save him thanks to Kyuubi's chakra, forming a protective barrier around him to make sure that the Moonlight Plan didn't work on them, as the everyone else was captured. No, you have to save them. As that is when Madara himself, who was now in the state of six spot state, was betrayed, and the real culprit then came to be. As she now was hovering near them as everyone froze in terror, as Naruto said, "Wait, I have to speak to her. My lady, can I have a moment of your time? Uh, you already know that you might have won this war, right? Of course I have. Can I have a moment of your time then? If this is to persuade me to not do this, then you can think again. But I would like to see you try," she said with a confident tone in her voice. As that is when a table as well as two chairs were summoned, as Menma was standing there on Naruto's side. "What is your brother doing, Menma?" "I honestly don't know. But let's see. How about we play a game of shogi first to get to know one another? You know about it?" "Of course, it is as it was old." And so the shogi game was played. Kage already knew she has won, and there was nothing in her way to stop her. As soon as Naruto won the shogi game, Kage then said, "You and I both know this is not what you wanted, right? Now tell me, what is it that you really want?" "My lady, Kaguya-sama, I, I request you, with, with all honesty, that please give us a chance." "Chance? Chance for what? This is my chakra that my sons gave to the people in hopes that they will come closer. But all they did was create chaos because I knew that they would. All I needed to do was just add fuel to the already burning fire. And my son over here just did that. I know that we are not perfect. Of course you are not. And we are driven by emotions, but my lady, I beg of you. Your children, their hard work, let it come to fruition. You can take away chakra anytime you want, but I want you to live amongst us. See how we have changed in the recent years. And what makes you think that mother will be persuaded? Zatsu? Enough, my child. The boy speaks something that is quite valuable here. But mother, Zatsu. Yes, I'll remain quiet. What do you mean by this? Your sons have worked hard. Because I read about in a book. A book that I think I left at my home. Where is your home? We can go there. And as the portal opened, they arrived there as well, alongside Menma. Don't need to rush, no need to worry, they're still here, but on a limited time. As Naruto brought out a book, a journal that he was able to buy at an auction, and it was authentic and quite old. It is an old book, but it is one written by your son. And there were a few blank pages, but I figured that only one with that it was supposed to be read by could read it, as Naruto placed all his hopes on that book, and so once it was opened, the last few pages were able to be seen by Kaguya's eyes. As she read it, she closed the book, and tears fell down. Hagoromo and Homura, my children, my sons. What was it about, my lady? It was about them apologizing for what they have done. How they regretted sealing me away. But they needed to make sure that the world I wished to create for these people wouldn't be destroyed. It's funny, isn't it, that my own sons wish to fulfill my wish, but for that to happen, they need to seal me away to make sure I don't destroy my own dream. Your dream? At a point when I arrived leaving the Otsutsuki clan here, it was to make sure that these people, I will connect to them, learn with them, and soon enough, I and they can live amongst harmony and peace. Otsutsuki could, and I failed. I failed badly just because I lost because of some greedy people. I underestimated their greed. People are greedy. A lot of them are, but most of them are innocent and nice. You sense some sort of kindness from them as well, right? Of course I did. But those people died protecting me. Well, there are a lot of people like her. them in this world as well. And because of that, your children decide to give us the chakra. And I wish you would respect their decision and give us a chance, a redemption point. And we will show you that we are redeemable. Fine, Mother, I will live amongst you and give you one chance, a chance to redeem you and your whole selves. And you will be the one who I'm going to stay near Naruto Uzumaki. Yes, ma'am, it will be my honor. And so, Kaguya freed everyone from the Moon Knight clan, and the whole World Tree disappeared as everyone was freed from the Genjutsu, and then Naruto, being the mediator as it was, introduced Kaguya to everyone, as everyone was shocked and baffled to find out that she was the originator of chakra. And soon, Naruto told everyone that what she wants and demands in return of letting us go. And because of that, everyone was grateful for Naruto and honored to let her stay here. And soon enough, within a few years passing, we see that Kaguya was the one who was standing there with a smile on her face alongside her son Zetsu, as she and everyone who was involved was there present. Not a single soul was lost, even the Akatsuki members. Those like, well, Pain as well as Konan as well as Yahiko were all brought to life, and they were now amongst them, honoring and living the life they should, the way they should. Even those who had died in the past because of Zetsu's plan, such as Rin Nohara, Obito Uchiha, all were brought back to life. And it was all thanks to Naruto, who was now a legend in his own right. For civilians who wished to aim high, but thought that it was not them being a shinobi in a shinobi driven world that they couldn't succeed. But Naruto was able to show them that he could. All because he was able to become one of the greats while being a civilian. And was able to establish not only peace, but also save the whole world from the Fourth Great Shinobi War, as well as for its potential doom from Kaguya Otsutsuki's hand, who has now gained another status as a goddess, and was now well respected. And Kaguya has taken up this role quite literally and seriously as well, because she was now making sure that there was no injustice anywhere, and she certainly didn't want it to see the same deaths that she witnessed while she was escaping with her children. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and make sure you check out the story on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.